falling off a Yule log to join, and I've just spent the last 15 minutes or so trying to. Because
Number 10.
so this Yule log wasn't easy to fall off. Hello, everybody. Nice to see all those lovely faces.
You realise, Simon, you have joined Alcoholics Anonymous?
You're number 10.
I have a can of Strongbow Rosé cider. I arrived back in England late last night, and I'm not really at all organised.
What's unusual about that?
It's good to see that no one's lost their sharp wit.
I will call you separately after.
So I'm drinking warm rosé cider because of the absence of anything else just at this moment.
So I cannot.
Forget to tell you you're number 10.
I cannot follow you because I will. Okay, can you wish everybody?
Merry Christmas, Terry.
No, this.
Who is it?
Okay.
Terry.
No, this is Jeff Wood.
That's Jeff Wood.
Benita, hello there.
Hello, Anita.
See you there.
Hello, Benita.
Benita, welcome.
Thank you. Yeah, I feel the time is right just to say hello to everyone.
Oh, wonderful.
Hello.
Hello, lovely. Now I can't see anybody.
Hey, Beryl.
Hi all.
Hi.
Everyone stop the video.
Where's Bonita gone? There you are. Hello, Bonita. Lovely to see you.
Thank you.
This is going to be a tough Christmas for you, sweetie, but anyway, we're all thinking about you. And I'm sure your family and friends are too.
I haven't decided what I'm doing for Christmas yet. I can't decide until
No.
right at the last minute.
No.
It's still a shock.
God, yes.
Yeah, sure.
No.
One of the main reasons why I would like to sort of join your meeting tonight is my son and his wife and myself would like to join you on the reunion on the Thursday.
Oh, wonderful. Please do.
Thursday, right?
But I tried to go online to book accommodation at obviously the 3 counties, but it's only given me a room, so I wasn't sure how I go about it.
Okay.
Obviously, I would want one double and one single for myself.
Sure. Look, I'll contact the hotel tomorrow and set that up and pop you a line, Benita, with where are we now? They'll confirm to me the room numbers and so on, and I'll tell them to you, and I'll give you the number and I'll give you the person. So it's as easy, unlike joining this, it's as easy as falling off a Yule log. So I'll write it down whilst I'm talking about it. What am I looking at? Why am I looking at somebody's wall?
Hello, Beryl.
Nice to see you, honey. I just want to show all the view from my house, that's all.
Whenever we're looking at something that isn't what it should be, you can pretty much rely that Pat has something to do with it. And at the moment, I'm staring at a white ceiling.
Your gallery, your photo gallery.
They can't see
Your picture, your view on the right, top right of the screen. Top right, is that in gallery view?
Benita, can I just double check? Trevor, could I just double check what Benita has just told me?
Yes, okay.
So that I can do the right thing. I'd hate to end up with her staying there for a month or something.
I think the date is the Thursday the 14th.
So when do you want to arrive, Benita?
On the Thursday.
Okay.
Which is normally your formal night, isn't it?
That's right. We normally arrive on the Wednesday at 2, and then get drunk and get up, and then, as you say, that's the formal day and the formal night. Okay, that's great. And it's one single, one double.
Yes.
Okay, that'll be wonderful to see you. Wonderful to see you. Wonderful to see all of you, the three of you. And I'm really delighted that you've been able to do that. We just wish that it was easier for Jo. Does anyone have any contact with Jo?
Well, she sent me a Christmas card today.
Oh, lovely.
So I don't know how she's got my address. So obviously, likes of someone.
Probably from us. And I wonder if we could encourage her to come, and I wonder if it would help the fact. I'm sure it would help the fact that you are Benita. Hello. That's a face I haven't seen for a while. Why am I still looking at Pat's ceiling? Hello. Great to see you.
That's right. Pat is lying down on the carpet.
Oh. Well, normally we at least see his nose.
No, you might have to hold it so that then your face should.
Catherine, iPad.
You know, I can't.
You're looking in good shape, Peter.
Hello, Mitch. You alright?
I am Benita. Yeah, good.
Right, we're gonna give Benita number 11, Trev, are we?
Yes, number 11 for Benita. Okay.
Benita, you're number 11.
Pardon?
You're number 11.
The draw.
We'll explain. We'll explain in a minute.
Have a Christmas raffle. No, you're number 11.
I did put it in my email. Doesn't anybody read these things?
I think it's too dark in here. You need to put your face in that.
Okay, shall we go through the numbers again quickly?
It's grand off.
Trevor number 1, Graham number 2, Terry who's not there number 3, but he will. Alistair, you're number 4. Ray Ward, you're number 5. Where is he?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Mitch, you're number 6. Mitch, yeah. Peter Lee, you're number 7. Okay. Pat was fighting there, number 8. Rich, you're number 9. Simon's number 10. Where's Simon gone? Oh, there he is. Benita, you're number 11.
Right.
Okay. Right, shall we do it? Shall we do the draw?
I have this completely.
You have an assistant.
That's your darling wife.
Look, pull out. Careful what you're doing with your hand.
Hello, Beryl. Nice to see you.
Number 1.
Number 7.
Number 7.
Oh, number 7.
Oh, well done, Peter Lee. My goodness me.
Peter Lee.
A £25 on your way.
Great stuff. Can I...
I never got the newsletter.
Oh, no. Then in that case, what should I be sending it to? So obviously it's just been...
I was just waiting, so I contacted Kath today.
Yep.
And said, I'm sorry it's so late, but I was just thinking that it might be sent, but I never received it.
Well, now, it did go out. Is the email that we've used in the past still live? Because it was both of your emails, isn't it?
Yeah,
I haven't taken it off because I know that...
My own is Benita Drewett at AOL.com.
Right, BENITADREWETT at AOL.com.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll make sure we'll do a test. I'll send it to you a bit late now, but I'll send it to you again, and we'll do a test to make sure that you get it because it's really, really important that you do get it.
I will send you directly also when I send out the meeting IDs, I will send you a separate address. Well, include you in the address.
Yeah.
Is there a dot between your Benita Drewett? Or is just,
So no dots. Benita Drewett at AOL.com if you were reading it out phonetically.
Okay.
I mean, were you happy? Was I okay to join you?
Oh my goodness me! Don't ask silly questions, Benita. Of course you are. You are as welcome as anybody could ever be. Can I?
Like our family.
Yes.
Yeah. No. Everybody's welcome. Everybody's welcome at reunions. I just wish we could somehow rope Jo into it. I feel a bit as though we've managed to somehow bypass her and leave her out. Not that anyone intended to do that. Can I before?
Yes, it is.
Hello, Kat. Hello, Pat. Good to see you eventually. Not quite. You're at least up the right way now. Can I just raise a point before we start getting involved in lots of other stuff? Just to, I don't know if people have noticed it on Facebook, but Blair Pedden is in a pretty bad way at the moment, and there's nothing we can say or do about it apart from perhaps give his wife some support. But I think it's likely, or his nurse. He has Parkinson's, exactly, and he's just been put on end of life care. So we're probably going to hear some bad news before too long. I don't think there's any way back, is there? There's nothing that anyone can do to change that. But his wife, it's John Parker, JP, who has kept in touch with her and who keeps in touch with her and keeps us informed. It's going to happen to all of us. It's just one of those things that's going to happen with, I suppose, even more regularity. But it still brings it home, doesn't it? Still. So there's a message on Facebook, and there's her Facebook link, and if anyone wants to just leave a message of leave a message of support, then I know that she would appreciate it.
Simon, is he still living in Glasgow?
He's on the outskirts of Aberdeen.
Stonehaven.
In Stonehaven, that's right. And the only person that he seems to have had any contact with, as in making them individually friends on Facebook, not that necessarily means much, but is JP. I mean, obviously he's in our group, in the 51st group, and Rob Ross. So they're the only two that he kind of has down as personal friends, as opposed to he is one of the 55 or whatever it is that are friends on our Facebook. Not a nice time of the year to be put on end of life, but anyway, he's apparently out of it at the moment. He's not really recognising anybody or understanding anything, so it sounds in a bad way.
I think the nearest person to him will be Roy Wright, who lives in Elgin, I think.
Forest.
Yeah, Forest, I think. Is it right? Okay.
Oh, really? I didn't realise that. Right.
I'm probably about the nearest to Stoney, as we would say. That's 50 mile. So I'm probably about the nearest to him.
Is he in a home or is he at home?
No, he's at home. He's had Parkinson's. He's always been in touch with Facebook. He doesn't say very much, but he says things from time to time. He's never been able to come to a reunion because of his illness. JP has been up to see him a couple or three times over the period since 2014. So he's been very peripheral, but doesn't change anything. He's there. I didn't realise that you were the closest. In terms of who would know him, who was around him, so we know that Parker was. Trevor, would you have been anywhere near him in the billet?
Yes, in the same room. Trevor, I can't hear you, but I've lost my picture for some reason. Right, can you hear? Yes, I can hear you. Yeah. Okay.
I don't know much. I can't because we haven't seen him at reunion. I can recognise his picture on the flight photograph. I've not seen any images or anything. I don't really know anything about him at all. But he apparently is a very quiet chap.
His bed was opposite mine, directly. So I can remember.
I met Blair at the Glasgow Careers office, and we travelled down to Carlington together. Well, we didn't travel down together. We travelled down the same train, but we didn't know we were both on the train. He was in one compartment, I was in another. But when we got to Carlington, we travelled back again. But that was basically the last time I saw Blair was actually at Hereford. I haven't seen him since.
Right. Yes. Funnily enough, in the last week or 10 days, we've had a chap called Jim Dunlop, who's come on to us, must have found us on Google. And Jim lived in the same road as he. Of course, I have no idea where Blair... do you know where Blair lived?
Oh, Raymond.
Torchy.
Hi.
Torchy.
I think if I remember, let's see,
Was you coming from Aberdeen then?
No, he lived in Glasgow.
Oh, right. Okay,
When-
so
when
this
he
chap
joined
Jim
up,
Dunlop.
Glasgow.
I think they were friends. Maybe they were at school together, but they were friends, and they were both going to join the Air Force together. Well, some of you will know this because I circulated it, and so they expected to join the Air Force together, and at the last moment, Jim Dunlop pulled out and became a printer, and so he's been trying to make contact with Blair of late, and then somebody else from knew him at RAF Waddington, and contacted us. And said, could we put him in touch?
We really want to wish each other, sort of happy time. So maybe we can have another sort of discussion if we want to bring anything up on issues. Does everybody know that Peter Lee won the draw?
Yep.
Yeah.
It was a fiddle and a fix. Does this mean he's going to be knighted now, like Hamilton?
Yes, he is. Like Peter Lewis, F1.
Yeah.
So you've got to lose to get knighted.
You need to tell Graham how you would like to be, what you would like him to do to you. I mean, politely.
One to you, one to me. Do you want to do that way, Peter? I can actually. I could probably. I'll email you. You can tell me what sort of outro you want. Master Spencer's or B&Q.
So I'm not stay with Steve.
Send it to the area. It's okay.
Oh, we've lost Pat again.
Sorry, Peter. I missed that.
Pat has now A, vanished, and B, is croaking.
No, I'm sitting on a nice, comfortable chair, and I was leaning back.
Oh, right.
Oh,
So,
Well, for whatever reason, when you lean back, it makes you sound like a frog.
oh, don't worry about that.
We do.
I'm still breathing. So shut
Yeah,
up.
you look good. Yeah, I can
Well
see
done.
that. Yeah. So you're looking good.
Well, I'll be able to go to his funeral because I'll go and stay with my son, who lives in Aberdeen.
Oh,
So,
right. Well,
will
that's
you
so
go,
great.
Mitch?
Yeah, I'll be there.
Yeah, well,
It's
I'll
just
see you then.
a bit too far for me to get up there.
Well, that would be brilliant if I mean, obviously we. Well, no, it's going to happen. End of life. It's going to happen.
I can only see the top.
I think I briefly met Blair when he was on contract at BP in the 80s.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think I remember him from the 80s when he was on contract for something or other. I didn't have much to do with him, but we happened to meet one day in a corridor.
Right.
And that was it, you know.
I met Rob Ross in Morrison's.
You did what?
I bumped into Rob Ross in Morrison's.
Oh, right.
And when was this?
Oh, a little while ago, but
Because his email bounced back when I sent him one of the to join the meeting.
Oh, Rob Ross did it.
Yeah. Maybe I'm using an old.
He's on Facebook quite a lot, so you can respond to your Facebook.
Yeah.
Okay.
I haven't.
So you should have seen the newsletter details anyway.
Yeah, I mean, it's on. I haven't checked. Yes, I have. Of the 70 emails we send out, which a lot of them are 2 going to 1 person, only 1 bounced. I can't remember whose it was, but it was
The raffle.
it was not Rob's. So he looks.
It's a pity Jeff should have come to me earlier on, not at the time of the meeting, and asked to sort out his connection. But
I thought Ray Ward. I thought Ray was actually had offered to help him, hadn't you, Ray, on Facebook?
Well, yeah, I actually did send him an email saying they're going to join us, and he came back to me and said yes.
And then
yesterday he contacted Trevor, but I didn't expect him to contact him at
no
6.
1 minute before 6. No, okay, not to worry. Ray Wilkinson, He's not here, is he? If he was here,
No,
he'd be making a lot of noise. Where's he gone?
Yeah, he's a bit on his own, doing his own thing. We'll let him just have his space, and he'll link up when he feels like it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of got quiet. Simon, what's wrong with you?
Well, I know that usually I make most noise, so I'm actually trying hard not to. It's very difficult.
God.
It's very difficult. It's very difficult when you're me. But I do realise that I speak too much and everybody else speaks too little.
Not trying hard enough.
So I'm deliberately. I've already must have taken half of the bloody conversations. So I'm deliberately trying to leave everybody else to speak up. The trouble is, you've all run out of practice.
I assume the search party hasn't found Mr. McNulty yet.
Earlier on he did appear, and then he's got a new laptop, so I've got to contact him separately and try and figure out what he's doing.
That was my problem. I have a new laptop too, and I have it's on a new laptop. It's a laptop in England, and I hadn't done a Zoom meeting on it before, so it actually you forget how to do it when you've done it a few times easily. You then forget how to do it.
Okay, and
that's what I did too.
It's not the laptop that's different. It's the person manipulating the laptop.
we were trying to be diplomatic. And also, if he's got one, he's probably running Windows 11, and he might have a bit of difficulty, finding things around. So
right,
that could be a problem. But I'll speak to him separately because
is anyone?
I'm sure.
Is anyone doing anything exciting for Christmas that will make me jealous? Is anyone going on a cruise or doing anything really exotic?
Well, I'm going to Englandshire, if it's any good.
You're going to where? Lincolnshire?
Englandshire.
Oh, Englandshire. Are you allowed back if you do that now? Are they not building a wall across Scotland?
Yeah. Hey, hi, Glenys. Benita's there.
Yeah.
Hello.
Who are we saying hello to?
What have you been doing with yourself? Have you been kind of with your family, or you've been at the house?
Me?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm struggling. I've had to have bereavement counselling.
Yeah, no.
I can imagine.
Because of
quite understandable, yeah.
The nature of how he passed away and the shock.
Yeah.
And my house is my saviour at the moment.
Oh right, so you are living alone in your own home.
Yeah.
Yes.
And does your family live near you?
Stay on there long.
Yeah, it's about 10 miles away.
Okay, great. Good.
Yeah, they're in Whitby at the moment.
Oh, right.
Oh, there, right, okay. Yeah.
Just having a week. Well, they were supposed to go to Cyprus, but that was cancelled because of, obviously, COVID.
Yeah.
And so they decided to go up to Yorkshire for a few days.
Good.
If you want to link up any time with us, I'll drop you a message, and then you can just let me know, and I'll arrange a chat.
Thank you. Yeah, Steve would be so proud the fact that
yes, you continued. We would love to chat and carry on.
Yes, it's absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
That you come
he really did get an awful lot out of it. Well, so did I.
Yes.
I met some wonderful friends.
Yes, he plugged in, didn't he? Well, you both did. You both plugged in. It's a shame, for example, John Hale isn't here. It's obviously withering when you lose half of you. It's probably like losing 3/4 because John Hale was so live and active but it was as much Mo as John, and they just basically plugged in. Well, you're the same, Trevor. You two are the same. They plugged in jointly. John and Carol. John and Carol are the same. They kind of plugged in as a twosome. And to some extent, not to some extent, so did Joe and Terry. They plugged in as a twosome. Yeah, you two do too. So it's Sorry. Yeah, I beg your pardon. That's the fatal mistake, isn't it? There you are. You see, no point asking me to talk because broadly I talk rubbish. So you should basically just leave me. So now I've got to go around and apologise to all 10 of you, all 9 of you, 11 of you, and say, yes, of course, you two are the same. You two are the same. You two are the same. However, it's an absolute fact that you don't come alone. You don't come as one. You come as a pair. And it absolutely we get the value of 3
as a family.
Yeah. So without sort of wishing to denigrate anybody, Des Jones, who sadly has died, but he didn't have a wife, so he didn't come with a wife. But the fact is that it's easier for people to slip away when there's only one of them, even if it's the boy entrant. But it isn't a coincidence that Mo and John used to be full of fire. They were organising us to go and see the bloody mayor. They were bringing cakes in. They were bringing bottles of wine with bulls on, and all that stuff. And it's all just vanished into thin air because
and
Mo
she was a photographer, wasn't she?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, she was as well. She was bossy. Bloody hell. I mean, she practically ran the thing when she was there, and it was just what we needed. And so. It's not really about 20 or 30 odd guys. It's the pair.
Yeah, but we still want to see you, Benita. We still want to see you next July.
Yes,
we absolutely do.
Very much. Yeah.
Has your neighbour talked you into another seat in the car?
Yeah. No, she doesn't know that I've approached you.
Great. She sounds as though she's incredibly supportive. Definitely.
I don't know what I would have done with her.
Oh, you need to drag her along as well. We'd like to be able to thank her because they were
the first ones there that night. So,
it was so good that you had somebody like that with a bit of, get up and go to be behind you.
It's supportive, isn't it? It helps.
Yes, it is, definitely, yeah. Because unfortunately, Mark never arrived. He arrived when Steve had already passed away, so... because of the nature of how far he was away. Yeah. And we didn't expect him to go as quick.
No. It was horrible. So, the speed was horrible.
We were lucky that my wife got to us just before she went.
Who did Peter? Sorry, who?
Do about it? Look, just carry on living.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're looking very smart, Peter. You're looking very smart. Not that you don't normally look very smart, but you look very. You look very smart. I suppose it's. I suppose it's sort of to save you having to talk. Come looking smart. Alistair, you're alone tonight.
No, we saw
Glennis in the background, didn't we?
Oh, I haven't. Oh, I didn't see that. Oh well,
he's a bit shy when it comes to this sort of stuff.
Right. Okay.
But just like me.
Yeah. Rich, how are you, Rich? We haven't heard.
We haven't heard from Rich. Does Rich? Have you brought your voice, Rich?
Yes, I'm here. I'm here, and Hillary sends her best to everybody. And she's cooking at the moment. But,
right.
I'll unchain her later on.
Send her all love back and the best wishes.
Okay. Yeah, she said hello to everybody.
Yeah.
Rich, what I'm looking at, Rich, I can see behind you. There's what looks like an exercise bike with a fan. With a fan facing it. Is this because?
One of those.
Is this because when you get going, Rich, you need a fan to cool you down?
I need the cooling. Yeah, it's just like going downhill on Mount Everest.
Oh, that's what it is. Yeah, that's what it is. You've got imitation downhill. Yeah, brilliant.
Rich, I thought it was actually an innovation on a tumble dryer, so you could actually go behind it and actually work away, sort of thing.
Oh, brilliant!
Good idea.
I've just ironed those, so that's where they hang before I put them away.
Oh yes, that looks very smart.
But I didn't think of that. I'll put the fan on. That would dry them quicker, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Well, why have you got so many shirts?
It would.
I don't put them all on at once. I mean.
All you need, Rich, all you need is 3. You know, one in your back, one in the wash, and one in your locker.
Yeah.
No, I haven't got a locker anymore. I got a wardrobe.
Oh,
Ow.
Oh gosh, you're lucky.
that was a bit.
Yeah, okay, fine.
That was a bit upmarket.
Yeah.
I bet you it's
Sorry.
walking.
No, don't
Sorry?
turn it. They'll lose you. No, 1 minute.
Yeah, Benita, if you have any trouble with the hotel, I only live 15 miles away from it.
All right, okay.
So if somebody wants to send me a message or anything like that, you know, I can actually pop in and talk to the person in the hotel.
Good. We're recording this, Rich.
Yes.
That's wonderful.
Talking about the hotel, you and I have got a bone to pick, Rich. You know.
Oh, have we?
When we went to reserve the rooms for next year, we said we want the same room as we had the last time, and they said, "Oh, you can't have that. Mr. Neil's got that one."
Oh, that's because you must have the bridal suite or something then, Graham, or the best room in the best room in the hotel, because Rich and Hills had such an awful bloody time that they practically put them in the bridal suite to get them back.
Yeah, we had a bit of a disaster last year, didn't we? Because we had Alistair and Glynis use our room.
Yeah.
We did clean the shower out afterwards.
You did indeed. Yes, you did indeed. Yeah. But I couldn't find
Liam needs a room now where he can.
At least, Graham, you had hot water, running water.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Driving Viv to get a shower.
Well, that's another thing we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about health and safety in that hotel.
No.
Yeah, because there was almost a nasty accident in Trev's room.
What's that?
Yes.
What's that?
There were
There were
too many of us. Oh, listen to Viv.
Is it?
What Viv did.
When Viv almost killed me with a cord.
Hang on, it's not past 9 o'clock yet. What are we going to be talking about there? What kind of an accident in Trevor's room?
Can you be more polite about that? Viv nearly killed you with a fork.
I could see somebody laughing in the background there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Culprit.
Actually, the whole story is that Viv opened a bottle of Prosecco, but before she could actually open it, it exploded basically.
Oh my God! A bit like your
the far side of the room, and the cork went one side of me, and the metal cap went the other.
Wow!
You seem to have you seem to make things explode. Torchy haggises and other things spring to mind.
Right to the makers.
Yes.
Mr. McNulty's the one for the haggis.
Yeah.
How not to cook it.
How not to cook
Really?
it.
You cook in a steamer.
Boil it on the pail, does it?
Yeah, boil in the fire bucket on top of the stove.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we forgot to prick it, didn't we? So it exploded.
Yeah.
That's
all you needed, isn't it?
Haggis is
That's a little prick.
Haggis is always.
Oh, well, there you go, Rich. What are you applying for the job?
Don't knock it until you let it.
Alistair, what were you going to say?
Sorry, Benita. That was
below
the belt. I was sorry about that. So.
Alistair's trying to say something.
I was going to say that haggis is always cooked when you buy it. All you have to do is heat it up.
Yeah, that's what we were doing.
Graham didn't know that back in 63 or 64. Sorry.
Yeah, it's all pre-cooked.
It's pre-microwave.
That's my knowledge. Apart from the 3 legs that it has.
Mr. Cooper, all you got. The bloke whose turn it is.
John. Just try John.
I'm Trevor.
No, I don't know.
Simon.
Way.
All you got to do is read the instructions.
Is this the haggis we're talking about?
Yes.
Right.
And then watch it. Don't put a lid on it.
Oh, right.
And get a thermometer so you can stick it in. If it's over 70.
Has it got a rectum you stick it in?
You're 50 years too late.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen a haggis. I have had a portion of it.
Simon, I don't think sheep's stomach's ever had a sell-by date on them.
So there isn't a little hole that you stick the thermometer in. Then you have to make your own hole.
Yeah, you have to release the pressure.
Dispense with this conversation.
Excuse me, I'd like to. Can I just leave you now?
Of course you can.
But wait a second. Before everybody goes, I just want to say, play this tune, right? Okay, here we go.
Oh, we're all supposed to be. Well, there you go, Benita. That must have made your Christmas tea.
Okay.
Benita, thank you very much for coming. Lovely to see you. Beautiful to see you.
Receiving an email or something.
Yeah. Don't worry. We'll now cosset you until you are lying in that bed.
Thank you for joining. We're more welcome.
All right. Thank you, Trevor.
Look after yourself and
bye.
Bye, Benita. Thank you.
Okay, bye.
We're going to do it now.
It was good. I was so welcome to see Benita. Who are you pointing at?
I'm saying Simon. 2 words.
Yes, sir.
Photos, videos. We're waiting.
Oh, I know.
Or
the trouble is, Peter.
Visitor.
The trouble is, Peter, that if I send them to you, we won't have anything to talk about.
That is a blessing.
I will. I promise. I've actually got them.
We promised that at the last meeting.
I know. I'm full of crap. I just thought I should have been a politician. I look at Boris and think that's where I should have been.
Excuse me for a minute,
Simon.
What's that?
I've just had a quick look. I am actually 428 miles from Haven.
Is that an electric vehicle?
You're 400 and what?
I am 278 miles from Stonehaven, right?
Oh, right.
But I have an electric car, which has only got a range of 284 miles.
You have an electric car?
Yeah, I bought a new electric car, yeah.
Oh, right. An electric Kia? Or an electric car?
Yeah, a Kia.
A Kia. Very good.
Yeah, I've got one too. Oh, we've got one as well.
Mine's called a Tonka.
So we need a room. Where's Rich? We need a room where we can put the cable outside the window and plug it in.
Oh, yeah, okay.
The solar panels on the roof.
Yes.
So the problem is, Simon, next year if you're in Shrewsbury, I might not be able to pick you up.
What do you mean? Can't you?
Well, you see, I normally come down the A49 through the middle of Wales, but I don't think they've got any charging points.
No, we won't have any there, can't we? We need to find there must be a bloody charging point. I can't. How am I going to get there? What's going to happen?
We'll do that. We'll pick you up, and then we'll drop you at the next charging point. I'll plug you in there.
Oh God! Yeah.
You're very quiet, Pat.
Hey?
You're very quiet tonight.
No, I'm just waiting for my turn.
It's your turn now.
Then I won't have to interrupt anybody.
So, actually, when it comes to your turn, Pat, tell us what you're doing for Christmas. Oh, you too, Pat and Kath.
Well,
are you going?
That's a sorry point at the moment.
Oh, right. I hadn't realised your son was as far as, was in Aberdeen or wherever, so far away. So, obviously, you almost can't get further apart, can you? Kent to Aberdeen.
No,
so, a family. Anyway, it's a sore point, so I won't raise it. What are you going to say there? Right, that's good if Benita comes. That's brilliant.
Yeah, that was a very good surprise.
It was a lovely surprise, and poor old Joe. I wonder, we must make an effort. Must make an effort to hook Joe in as well.
Yeah,
she was a Benita of her, her own way.
I tried to get news about Frank from Lisa event, but it was very difficult. I'm not sure whether I'm getting the number that Frank used to use, or I'm getting the, I'll keep trying.
It was nice to see the post on Facebook about.
That was brilliant. Yeah, he got
brilliant.
And there he was with a glass of beer in his hands. This is brilliant to see that. So what don't you think you've got right with Frank, Trevor? His phone number.
Lisa's number. Whether she's using Frank's number.
Yeah.
And or because all the messages I keep sort of sending there isn't replied to, but because the last time I remember, she said just send it to my dad's.
That's right. They were
address,
keeping his line open, weren't they?
He wouldn't be there anymore. I've got the flat that he was living in.
But
now having moved into the home or the care home, it's all totally different. You can't get the messages, so you might not be aware that I'm sending them. I'll persevere and I'll see.
But Glyn pops up on Facebook, doesn't he, from time to time? So
what you could do, Trevor?
Yeah.
What you could do is put a little thing on the Facebook page that we've seen.
Yes. Yeah.
And say, can you contact me by messenger or something?
I will. Yes.
Yeah.
They mentioned that it's the best to. I'll just sort of write a message there and I'll make contact that way. Yeah. Because then we can have news of. It'd be nice if they joined as well, and then at least we met them and they can give
absolutely
some representation.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Simon, I know we don't want to preempt anything, but if something does actually untoward happen to Blair.
Well, it's not going to be untoward. He's on end of life. That means basically he's going to die, the poor chap.
Are you going to organise a visit?
Yeah. Yeah, unless you want to. I mean, I don't.
No, that's fine. I don't mind. No problem.
I'll just send the bill to you. But I will organise the visit.
Right. Well, we're talking
and
about
because
bills,
sorry.
This is a matter of interest. Just so you know, we've still got £1,292.44 in the account. We've had no contributions to the account since the last one from Dave Walton on the 22nd of November. Okay, so nobody's been Father Christmas and sent us a big check. But we're doing all right.
Yeah, we're okay.
Obviously, it's £25 to come out for Pete's present. Well, Pete's. Boo! Yeah. But Pete has actually asked me to go to. Did you say the RAF Benevolent Fund, Bear? Pete?
That's the one.
That's the one. Yeah. So.
Thank you, Pete. That's very kind of you.
Yeah, good chat. Well done, Pete. Yeah. Well done. Seeing as you've been as kind as that, I'm going to send you those photographs tomorrow.
Oh,
yeah.
Yes. Don't shock him.
Trouble is, he'll never turn up again.
He's fainted.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, everybody. We'll have another meeting of the usual on the 15th. It doesn't mean that anybody else can't join because I send out quite a wide acknowledgement.
For whatever reason, Zoom brings mixed results, doesn't it? Again, it's just like the reunions. I don't give a toss. I really enjoy the Zoom meeting. I can see that the people who come to it do as well. It doesn't matter that there are 10 of us. There are loads of people who love being at the reunion but don't come to Zoom. I can't understand why, but it's not important that I understand it. It's just one of those things, isn't it? But Zoom actually seems to have built up a resistance. There are just people who don't like Zoom, aren't there? There are just people.
Yeah, and then there's the borderline, like Jeff Wood. I'll get in touch with him. Yeah. I don't know why I didn't come to the other
one. In fact, Jeff has been out on a Zoom meeting before, but I think he did it on his iPhone last time.
Okay, I'll speak.
Small.
Yeah.
But there are one or two who've joined on one-offs. I know that Russell Thornton's been on one.
Yeah.
And then no more. So I really don't know why people aren't really connecting more.
Yeah. Because this is the best we have apart from meeting, physically. So at least we can. Yeah.
Who did we say?
What we want is to
find out why.
Yeah, encourage everybody. If everybody encourages, someone who hasn't joined, that will help. Even if you get one more to to participate.
Yeah. It's not that it matters how many people come, because it's very enjoyable. In fact, it's quite hard to handle large numbers. But most people who come do get something out of it, and people need to sort of realise that they do.
Trevor, I must ask you this question. It's been annoying me all evening. Who's the alien sitting in the background?
Of who?
You're not referring to my.
Oh my goodness me! What did I hear myself? Did I hear that correctly? Good Lord!
Well, it's something with an antenna on the top of its head.
Isn't that blasphemy or something?
It's a radio kind of wave from Mars.
I'm just getting my own bag from.
I was going to say that's a bit OTT, I think.
Yes, it is.
Anyway, it's very nice to see you back there, waving your bits about. Okay, so are we going to say Happy Christmas and wrap the show up?
Okay, everyone.
Okay,
Merry Christmas.
Hang on a minute. Could I just...
Hang on. Whoa. Pat has just decided he's arrived.
Whoa. What, Rich? What's that, Rich?
I've got an electric car as well.
What have you?
What have you got?
Yeah. Volvo.
Oh. My goodness me.
We can afford Volvos, can't we, Trev? You know,
we're very green, aren't we? We are a very green 51st.
Hey, Rich, if you're nearby there, ask them what the facilities they're going to provide for charging. You know.
Oh yeah, I could do that. Yeah.
Could you just mention if there's any, and also are there charging points at the? Is it the Asda store nearby or? Tesco?
I think so. Probably. Yeah.
Have you got a home charging point, Rich?
I might have.
Okay.
Right.
So everyone goes to Rich's.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
All right. Well, all three of us will charge at your point.
Okay.
Well,
Pat was going to say something.
What's your range, Rich? What's your mileage on the?
200 to 220 miles. And in the winter, of course, it goes right down, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Heater on. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
If you go up a lot of hills, it also goes down, doesn't it?
Yeah, but it charges when you go down.
It charges when you go down the hill.
You know, regenerate the charge, the battery.
Put the photo.
I've just bought a new diesel.
Pollution.
We're supposed to be going green.
Yeah.
I'm not coming with mine then.
Well, you sent my phone, didn't you?
Only go green with envy.
Anyway, I'm going to have to go myself, guys.
Okay,
so
guys.
I wish you all the best for
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas. And Merry Christmas to Beryl, who seems to have vanished.
Yes, okay.
Well, hold a minute.
Okay, hold the line.
Gas just getting that up on the phone.
Okay.
What?
Who fell off? Oh, it must be Raymond Ward. Got it?
No, that'll be sideways. I'm trying to get it to the phone.
Raise it up to your screen. Your screen is up, further up. And towards you, Pat.
You put it on there. I'm going to take my phone. I don't know. Yeah.
That's it. Got it. Oh,
yeah. Brilliant.
That's our
jolly
new
boy.
grandson.
Oh, wonderful.
Congratulations. Well done.
Super. How lovely.
Yes.
How lovely.
Yeah.
What's his name, Pat?
Yes, let's have a name.
Lewis.
Lewis.
George.
And how heavy was he? These are important information.
3 pounds 3 ounces. At birth, he was only 3 pounds 3 because he was born.
Really?
Gracious me! He doesn't look 3 pounds 3 now.
But he's 5 months old now, and he's 12 pound 4.
Wow!
Fantastic!
Excellent.
Gosh, that must have been a bit of a difficult. Well, 3 pounds 3 ounces. My goodness
that's
me.
a hell of a small.
That must have been quite a little worrying, I suppose. But obviously, the technology's there.
He had to go. They had no neonatal wards at Aberdeen. He had to fly down. He was down in an ambulance to Forfar. Then he got sepsis, and he had to be shot over to Wishaw.
Gosh.
And then he had to go back to Aberdeen when they got a neonatal bed.
Good Lord.
And he's a little fighter.
I bet.
He is. He's brilliant.
Yeah.
I hope he's not going to spend all his life being such trouble.
Oh, right.
Anyway, there
Oh
we
no,
go.
he's
Well,
going to be a picture of his dad.
That's marvellous. Absolutely
Fine,
marvellous.
as long as it's not his granddad, we're all right.
Oh, I'm really pleased that you showed us let us into that.
Yes.
That's marvellous.
This is the kind of stories we want.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, well, I've been trying to get on all night.
I know, you can't. And someone that was daft enough to say Simon's quiet.
Yeah, that'll be a first.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm off, guys.
Okay. All right. Likewise. Happy Christmas, everybody. Happy Christmas, all of you. Happy Christmas to your loved ones when
Merry Christmas,
they're out there.
everybody.
Okay.
Cheerio. Cheerio. Bye bye.